Yay Networks.
Hello, everybody. Hi, baby. How are you?
Great.
We're so glad to have you guys. Welcome into our living room.
Yes.
We're married.
It's almost like Kelly show. We're sitting up here with our coffee and everything. I'm Angelo. And you're Kim.
Y'all, we are so excited that you're here. We are getting into it today. We're going to title this podcast today, Who's in Your Ear?
Wow.
That's huge, ain't it?
Yeah. Who's in your ear?
Who's in your ear? I think you and I learned a lot about this even in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Of just learning how to make sure you know who you are in God yourself, because people's opinions, my daddy used to say people's opinions are like.
Yeah. Like what? like rotten potatoes, rotten tomatoes.
And everybody's got one.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know who you are, you'll get lost. So we're glad you're here. We are, hey, while you're all coming in.
I'm glad to be back. I've been gone for a while.
You were here last week.
Was I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Last week we talked about health, remember?
Yeah, but they've been saying they want to see me every day.
I know, because I did 5 podcasts without you.
Every day. I mean, I need them to, if they want to see me every day, this is what they're going to really
tell us.
They're going to need to what? Hit that button.
Hit that to subscribe.
Yeah, to see me here.
And what else?
Yeah, and go on to RTK,
.com.
Yeah.
Yes, and join one of our mentorship. We got micro mentorship going on this month,
right?
Which is we're helping you become millionaires, helping you fix your credit, helping you get your business plan, helping you find your purpose.
And some of y'all can help someone else.
Yeah.
Each one teach one, not just you already a millionaire. How many of us already helping the next person to become a millionaire?
I think a lot of times, baby, we don't. We're living in a place of misery in our lives because we're so focused on what we're going through. And that is the enemy's camp. That's where he camps out. Because when you start helping other people,
right,
baby.
Blessings upon blessings. It's good to be.
You forget about your own problems.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to give out information. You don't.
Because you're scared somebody's going to steal it.
Yeah. It's like, that's not you. That's not something that you created.
Yeah. God gave it to you.
It's like, go get this light bulb and it'll save you some energy in your house. It's like, why is that?
Secretive?
It's a secret.
Man, we give away everything.
Yeah. Why is having, eat some avocado or something on your toast or something like that? It's a good breakfast.
We don't want to tell them.
Like, I ain't going to tell nobody.
Because we're scared they're going to steal it.
Like, where you get your shoe? Where you get your shoe from? That thrift store?
Yes.
I get them over there. There's school clothes. It's like,
baby, we did an Insta story. We did an Insta story the other day, and you come walking out in some jammies that I bought you.
Yeah.
And I laughed so hard because you're kind of bougie. Like, you're really OCD. Like, he is. I have expanded your brain and your horizons with I said, baby, how you know you got them from this thrift store? You said, because I dropped you off.
I took you to the thrift store and waited out there for an hour. Sit up there and waited for an hour. And you like,
I got you stuff too.
You say these pajamas came from Saks. I say they look like Saks. Look like they was in a Saks, Kroger Saks.
How many times did you wash them before you wore them?
I wash them by 3 times. Hot water, put them back in there. I said, you like, why you washing this so much? I said,
y'all sleeping on the Goodwill.
Somebody behind been in those.
Y'all, what you do is you go into the richest part of your city and go to those Goodwills. Like, I'm telling you, there is some great stuff. And then you add cool stuff with it. It's not what you wear, it's how you wear it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what you're going to do right now is you're going to subscribe, go to your, so we're getting right into it quick.
Yeah.
You go to wherever you're watching this from or listening, and you push that subscribe button, because every single time we go live, y'all going to want to know. And just push that button and share us. You know how many people have told me they won't share me with their friends because they don't want their friends to take me? That is the craziest thing ever. Like, I think in this season, we need to work on sharing is caring.
Yeah.
Can you believe people actually said that? Anyway, you need to push that subscribe button. You need to share this with somebody. We're talking about who's in your ear. Your mama, your aunt, your sisters, your brother, your boss. You're letting a season define your lifetime. And we're going to talk about how important, look, my ear's itching right now because this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Who's this confirmation we on the right subject?
Yeah.
So go subscribe, share with your followers. And y'all, guess what? My brand new book comes out August the 7th. I'm so excited. It's called Unstuck. And we're having a book signing August the 10th, Cobb Parkway, 2 to 5 o'clock. Man, I want y'all wrapped around the building coming and hugging on me and Angelo that day. Cobb Parkway in Atlanta. Book signing at Barnes & Noble for Unstuck. This book is really great, baby, because it's helping them get new thinking in their brains.
All right.
And it is, all you got to do is read a page a day for 90 days and you're going to be unstuck. And so that's what we're doing. We're getting into it today. So y'all go get your RTK journals and share us, subscribe, and we'll be right back right after this break.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I got my sweet husband here with me, and we are excited. Are you excited to be here?
Glad always to be back, you know.
Baby, I love us matching.
Yeah. I feel like a kid in a candy store.
Do you?
Yeah. You dress me and stuff and everything. And like,
baby, it has been so much fun because, you know, I've had relationships that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a few relationships that didn't work.
Yeah, they didn't listen.
Yep. Yo, this whole podcast is called Who's in Your Ear?
In your ear.
You're actually right.
Yeah.
A lot of what you're saying is right. I was stubborn,
Yeah.
and I healed before I met you.
But you listen to the right person.
I'm definitely
And you
listening to the right
compromise
person.
with the right person.
Yeah.
So it takes.
I love it because remember when we first started dating, I was like, we were shopping one day and I was like, man, I love these. It was the Prada shoes. And I was like, come on, baby. I was like, come on. Cause I love to dress.
Yeah.
Fashion's like huge to me, but you came into this relationship really cool dresser anyway.
Right.
And you looked at me, you said, girl, never. I will never put those shoes on my feet.
Yeah.
And what you got in your closet?
I got the shoes. I got those shoes.
You got those
Got those
shoes.
shoes.
You are the coolest dresser ever. It's funny because you were talking to your cousin not too long ago. And what did she tell you?
She said, man, Kim got you dressing. I said, well, you knew I was dressing before Kim, but I was wearing a lot of suits to work and stuff like that. And, you know, collar shirts and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But when you kind of out so much, then you want to kind of be in, you know, some relaxed clothes and stuff too. So
I remember when we first started dating, probably about 5 months in, and you told me you were like, babe, you just need to get a style for your hair.
yeah, you like,
I was like, should I be offended at this right now? And then I was like, baby, I'm white. Like, white girls don't do that. We just have, you know, I was letting my hair grow at the time. I was like, we just have, our hair's just kind of like long and it just like this. And you said, no, you need a style.
Yeah.
And I remember telling everybody on the prayer call, you know, I just feel like Miss Brady, because you planted a seed in my ear. I was like, man, I got to let this hair grow out. And it's in this awkward stage.
Mm-hmm.
And on that prayer call, remember, everybody was telling me, girl, go get you some extensions.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, girl, white girls don't wear extensions. They were like, we've been wearing extensions forever.
Yeah.
And so I love it that today our title for this podcast is Who's in Your Ear? And as I'm sitting here looking at me and you, we have really helped each other elevate.
Right.
Like when you look back, like both of us have elevated in this relationship. Don't you think that when you have the right friends and the right relationships around you, don't you think that you see it in your growth?
Yeah, and you got to have the right spouse.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
But what about the people that ain't got the right spouse?
and it could be, and you could have the spouse that's sleeping with their own spouse that's in your ear, that's telling you the opposite, that don't want to see you so successful.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying successful
Now, I was in relationships where they did not want me to be successful. That's what made me bitter.
Right.
Like when I was in certain relationships, they fall in love with what they fell in love with, which was all of your sauce.
Right.
And then once they got in a relationship with you, they started thinking, I'm not good enough for her or him, so let me start breaking them down.
Right.
Now, what do you say to that person? Like for me, I felt defeated.
Well, it's the same thing. I mean, if I feel like I'm coming up short, if I'm coming up short, if I'm the breadwinner, let's say, of the house, I'm coming up short, then they mean that I'm failing us, and we failing each other.
Yeah.
So if you ain't coming out on fire here as this preacher, and you was doing it before me, then I feel like maybe he's the one that's in the way. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna always keep you on fire.
That's what I'm
gonna bring that fire.
That's what I love about you, baby. I remember when we were dating in the beginning, you said, because I'm funny, I laugh all the time. Yeah. Like I'm just kind of lighthearted because I just spent a whole lot of my life just really bearing a lot of weight, because I was sleeping with the devil, I felt, and I just made wrong choices. And so now whenever I found me and I healed, I'm just so fun. I'm just a happy girl. And I remember one day you looked at me and you said, I never want to be the reason you aren't happy.
Right.
And I love that. That was in the early parts of our relationship. And I'm just so thankful because there is somebody watching us right now, baby.
Yeah, it is.
And their relationship's not good. And they're resentful. And they've been in this relationship for so many years. And they've really become resentful. And what would you tell that person that is in that relationship and they're resentful? Give me what your take is on it, and then I'm going to give you mine. Like they're married. They've made this covenant with this person. And they're like, but I hear you, but my relationship isn't like yours and Angelo's.
I mean, I think sometimes it took me have to correct my wrongs.
Yeah.
To be right.
Yeah.
And as long as I correct my wrongs and I can be right with that person, but if you're married to that person, that's part of your respect for, your honor that person. You're supposed to work on those things, not just go your other way and shut the door and go the opposite way, go to work and you're coming and going and stuff. That's not going to get
That's
things.
so prideful.
It's not going to get things better. It's not going to work.
I look back in my marriage and I'm like, man, when we got divorced, the first thing I did was I started asking myself, what could you have done differently?
Right. Like,
what could you have done differently that maybe the outcome won't be different. Maybe y'all just ain't good. Maybe it's just you didn't consult God and this relationship's bad and you're divorced.
Yeah.
There's hope after divorce. But for me, when I found myself in a divorce, I literally, baby, started asking myself, what could I have done differently? And I remember for a year, I would lay in my bed at night and say, God, show me areas inside of myself that I need to work on for my happiness. Because I feel like I put unfair expectations on them to make me happy instead of finding happiness in myself. And so one of the things that I wrote down in my journal was, God, help me to stop pointing fingers in relationships and learn how to say, I'm sorry, even when I feel like I'm right.
Right.
And give what I desire. And so if that person is in that relationship and they're resentful, start praying for God to give you a softened heart. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, we serve a faithful God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be in a relationship, to be married, I mean, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work.
But I'm going to tell you, in our relationship, like even when we've had a few discussions that have been kind of heated, we repent quick. And we communicate a lot.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, it's only gonna be you two guys in your relationship. Everybody that's in your ear telling you this or that person telling you that over there, they ain't even lived a life. They ain't even married. They ain't even had kids. So they can't tell you, I wouldn't let that kid do this to me. I wouldn't let this kid talk to me. But they don't even have any. They haven't even raised anyone.
You know what I feel like too, babe, is that in my previous relationships, the one thing I learned was to stop telling my loved ones our problems.
Yeah.
Because we got over it, but they didn't, because they took it personal that we were hurt. And that's the one thing that I said, God, if you ever bring me somebody else in my life, I will stop ever talking about what's inside our walls, outside our walls.
Right.
Like, I will always cover you. I will never let people talk about you. I will never let my kids disrespect you. I'll never go tell Mimi stuff about you. I will always protect you. And I didn't do that in the last relationships.
Wow. I mean, it was something that basically, like I said, is something in your ear, somebody in your ear. And that's what we, and that's hard for people to understand because they mad at the person. Because when you're mad at that person, they okay with you going with them to lunch and dinner when you should have been going out. Hey, I shouldn't have said some of this. What are you doing later on for lunch or dinner? We don't have to cook. Let's just go out to dinner and stuff. Let's talk about this. Those are the things you're supposed to commit to each other, submit to each other. Yeah.
I love it when we've been in our heated discussions. The one thing you do to me is
you get heated discussion being a pastor?
Oh, Jesus.
You're heated. A pastor.
Well, we've only had like 2.
Oh, a pastor don't get heated. They got all that. They got the whole congregation. They got the whole church. So they can't get heated. You can't get heated.
Yo, he always does this to me. Angelo never raises his voice for starters. And he'll always, when we're talking, because communication kills assumption, we talk about everything. He'll explain his point, and then he'll look at me, he'll say, you know that, right?
You know that, right? You know that, right?
Like
Denzel Washington, you know that, right?
You do know.
Yeah.
Like you do get it.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you do know that I'm right now. Yeah. Yo, when I tell you, you got a woman that I pastor a church. I own several companies. I'm a boss. And in this relationship, because he's an alpha, he's a businessman. He's an alpha. He's got 10 brothers and sisters, and they all come to him for wisdom. We got 2 bosses, and I have learned that the way we communicate to each other and discuss is so. We snap into business mode with each other when we're handling an argument. Like we're not walking out of this bedroom or this room until we get this straight. Right. And so for you to look at me and say, you know that, right? I wanted to hit you in between the eyes the first time you did that.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I stopped and I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
Like your discussion, because you never let yourself get in your emotions. Like, that's what I love about you. You never let yourself get your emotions, and you're like, you know that, right? And you never forget anything. I forget everything.
Yeah. I just got a sharp mind.
Yeah.
When you got a sharp mind, you would just want to say, well, maybe if I bring that up and bring it to your attention and stuff, then you won't keep making the same mistakes.
And we really do have a lot of peace in our relationship because of that. So for that person that is watching now and you feel like you're at your wit's end with that relationship, y'all, there is recovery. Like there is, if you start every single morning laying hands on yourself, y'all, before we wake up in the morning, I lay hands on this man. Like I got my hand on him and I'm praying for him because he is the head of this house. He is the leader of my heart. He is the keeper of my heart. He's the holder of my heart. And I want to make sure that I'm representing him well and that he's representing me well and that we're making wise decisions. And that's what you do. You start changing the narrative and becoming what you wish you had. Right. You be that person.
Yeah. I mean,
and stop telling your business to everybody.
I mean, when the thing is, when you're a busy person, somebody in your ear, where are we going at tonight? What are we doing here? But obviously, you're a busy person. I'm a busy person. So it's like, what are we talking a little business, lunch? And people are like, let's do lunch. You know, you hear people all like, let's do lunch, let's do dinner and stuff. It's like, what are we here to talk about?
Yeah.
I mean, because you got all type of business going on. Pastor of a big church.
Yeah.
You travel all over the world.
Yeah.
Now, what would that lunch conversation you would think that when someone want to talk to you about? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Angela, man, let's hang out. I don't do the things I used to do.
Yeah.
I don't go to places I used to do. I have kids. You have kids.
Yeah.
We have family. And it's kind of like you have to prioritize your time.
Yeah.
So when someone in your ear, what are they really talking about?
Yeah.
You know?
I really had to war in myself with boredom and like being addicted to ambition so much that when I met you, I even told my staff, I was like, guys, let me fall in love. Like, I got to figure Kim out.
Right.
Because I could never settle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was always just looking for the next thing, and that's the one thing that you've really done for me. And I've given that permission over to you and God. And you fill voids in my life now. We're friends. Like, we're buddies.
Yeah. If we had to change, if that person had to change roles with you, would they really be calling you? Think about that. No, they wouldn't.
Explain that.
If they was real talk Kim, and over here at the event, over here at the Cranks Church, on GM Good Morning America in May, Cranks Church the next week, your pastor of Spiritual Father Ron Parsley Church that week, on a cruise with Dee Dee Friedman here the following week, then have to miss your own church for the last 2 weeks, then no, you wouldn't have time for me. But you have time for a lot of people that's calling, and you got so much business going on. So the thing is, but now I'm here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm for.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to guard our significant other, husband and wife and stuff. This is how we protect each other. Yeah.
One of the questions we get a lot is how have y'all merged your relationship with you being a pastor and Angelo coming into your world? I think you've done it beautifully. But coming from an alpha male, and we've got men that watch this podcast, and his wife is ambitious and he's struggling in himself with finding his place, what would you tell him? Because you do it so well.
I mean, stick to what you're good at. First of all, I mean, if you're a CEO or you're executive, I mean, stick to what you're good at.
What if she makes more money than him and he's feeling less than because of that?
What is money? Money is perceived value.
And it's y'all's together.
Money is perceived value.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Money, perceived value. You can't only the money is still what it take care of things that you need together.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, she may make more money, but she may not have all the business decision.
Yeah.
He may probably be the statman, and she is the Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
So that's how we still get to the billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So it's not never gonna be because she make all the money. Well, Oprah wasn't a billionaire when she met Statman.
Yeah.
So what is this? It's called balance.
Because I'm gonna tell you,
got to have
our church
balance.
and everything, I feel, got more
Right.
settled when you came into the picture.
Right.
Like it was stability. Like we've got lots of men in our church. We got a lot of strong families now. And I think it's because you carried yourself so well.
I mean, basically, like you say,
But you've always dated business women, like bosses.
I have, but we couldn't. You can't get to the next level because someone read in their ear, and you only got one recipe, and that's not going to get you to the next level, to franchises, to selling the business, to doing this here, to renovating churches, to owning campus churches, to being live on TBS or whatever it may be. You have to have someone to incorporate things in your life too that will take you to the next level. Not saying, well, you make the money, but let's get to the next level. If I triple your worth, then what did that make me? Did it make me a dummy?
Yeah.
That make me a smart man. Yeah, because you can have a penny and then that person have a vision.
Yeah.
So with that vision, outlast that penny.
Yeah.
Because like I say, old money don't make new visions. Old money just sit there. So we need more visionaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've definitely become that.
Because the reason why
in my life.
The reason why I see us and see myself in the church, because we got a lot of young people, Jada, Sharita, visionaries, young people moving. Yeah, we want to.
Manson. One of our biggest departments is a young guy.
Yeah, he's running this whole media here on YouTube. Y'all wish y'all had him.
I know it. I mean, we do. We have a very young. We have a lot of young people in our church.
Sean, Sharita, Pastor,
and
Kim,
you're so
Valerie.
good at seeing all this.
Yeah, I see, and your son, I see them. Then they didn't see themselves.
Yeah. So if you're a man watching this, or you're having trouble with power pull in your relationship right now, maybe your roles have flipped. Maybe your husband was the 6-figure and now you're coming in as a multi-millionaire. You had a business that just took off. Y'all always just keep each other included. Stop letting money come in between you and realize that one will put 1,000 to flight, two will put 10,000 to flight, and learn to listen. Like, learn to not think. I know for me and my last relationships, I just thought they didn't know what they were talking about. Like, you're not in my world. You have no idea. And I wouldn't listen. Right. And in this relationship, man, we sit down and talk about everything. We get hit all the time with people wanting to do reality shows with us. And since you've come into my life, we've been hit like crazy with shows. Right. We sit down, we discuss it. You tell me when you think, nope, this ain't good, I don't do it. Like, sometimes when you want to do something really bad and your spouse is like, I don't feel it. You always know, you listen to me, women, when you get the right man and you're building him up, even if you're in a marriage right now that is nasty, y'all are awful, y'all are at each other. If you begin to every day lay hands on yourself and lay hands on him when he's in that bed, you begin to pray, God, put us on one accord. Get us to a place where we're good for each other. Let me be the wife he needs. Let me be the husband that she needs. God will put you on the same page. And then you will build empires. I mean, it is amazing. Even if you're a homemaker, y'all, you would be shocked at how, when you love each other first, how God blesses that. Right. And so if you are in this strained relationship right now because all of a sudden your roles reversed, listen, get out of your pride, learn to communicate, learn to put each other first, learn to take your boss hat off, be his wife, take your boss hat off at the door, sir, be her husband, and God will bless it. We'll be right back, y'all, right after this break. Hello, everybody, and welcome back, y'all. The funniest thing just happened during our break.
My producers.
Yo, this man has disappeared on our break. And I went to the bathroom to see if I could find my book Unstuck that releases August the 7th. And I couldn't find the book. And I was like, baby, we got 5 more minutes in this episode. It like 10 minutes. And I'm like, where's Angelo? And Manson was like, where's Angelo? He comes walking out in his Easter suit. He goes walking out. He had already changed his entire clothes. And all of a sudden, I said, babe, I told you we have 5 more minutes. What did you start saying immediately?
I thought we was already done.
You said, I ain't following you.
I just say, you know what, guys?
I ain't following you.
Guys, listen.
He blamed it on me.
Guys, bring the camera up a little closer and look at me. Have you ever had a female give you directions before, like telling you where to go at and give you the address This is way before we had waves and all this stuff. Yeah, just go right here and make a right and turn 2 left.
Yo,
and they're like, you can't get.
Yo, listen.
I can't follow her.
In our relationship, he carries a man purse.
I cannot follow her because she will have me.
He carries a man purse.
That's what I'm saying.
And we go eat for Mimi's birthday, and the restaurant calls us, and the restaurant says, "Hey, Miss Kim, did somebody in your party left their purse?" And I was like, I was calling everybody. I was calling my mom. I was calling everybody. Did you leave your purse? No, baby, I didn't leave my purse. I called my sister-in-law. Did you leave your purse?
Like, you got your purse, right?
He said, you got your purse right. All of a sudden, he says, "Oh, man, I left my purse."
I see.
He got so mad at me for leaving his purse.
And I didn't care that. I didn't care that.
Oh
bag.
my gosh.
I didn't carry that bag around for a long time. I said, this is just too embarrassing. And then I carried it again, and you left it sitting at the airport, and the police come on the airplane.
Yo, that man come walking that man purse on the airplane, and this dude just looking at me with like death eyes, like, I could not believe you just left my purse.
And you guys see I'm carrying all her bags and stuff, and she can't pick this little bag, this little purse up to put it around her shoulder.
Now I was like, I absolutely always check for your man purse.
I'm carrying 80 pounds on one side of my shoulder.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was a good way to end this whole episode.
Yeah.
Because you just learn each other's flaws.
Yeah.
And you pick it up. You pick up where I'm never gonna let you lose your man purse again.
Yeah. And if you don't ask questions,
and you keep carrying all my bags.
If you don't ask questions and the producer don't say we're gonna change right now, I don't know. I've been on change.
Baby, I walked in that bathroom and said, "Baby, we got another 5 minutes."
No,
I said that.
I think you would listen to you. I think I'm listening to you, watch you moving around in here looking for this book. Unstuck. So this is what it is.
Yes, unstuck. Get unstuck.
This is how you get unstuck.
Yes.
You unstuck. I had to get back in and change real fast.
Yes.
So I changed and stuff. I know how to pivot.
I love that.
I know how to pivot.
We both are very good at pivoting.
I know how to pivot, you know.
I'm really proud of us.
Hey, look at no wrinkles, no nothing.
You so fine.
My hair's still in place. Ain't nothing.
And we mad.
So you got to learn how to pivot. You know?
Baby, how does that feel becoming the couple that matches?
When you pivot, you pivot.
You pivot.
Know, you remember when your shoes?
What?
You remember when we was at the Cranks?
Oh yeah, y'all.
Your
I was about to go preach, and I had on this fabulous pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And now I didn't have any other shoes. My shoe broke.
Yeah.
This man
you call Mimi.
I called Mimi.
Mimi trying to get fly, like superstar fly, real fly. She like, no, honey, I don't have any thread or needles. I just have something like maybe a Barbie pin or something. Like, Mimi, you don't have anything.
This man gets a sewing kit and sews my foot in that shoe.
Yeah.
What a guy. How did I get so blessed?
That's just pivot. You know, you pivot.
Y'all, don't be hating on us.
Yeah.
Y'all celebrate us, and God's going to bring you somebody just like it. I promise you. We didn't meet each other until we were in our 50s. And God has restored everything that the enemy has stolen. Joel 2:25, baby. Honey, and we are walking it. So, y'all, I hope y'all had the best time with us on this podcast. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah. I changed twice. I really enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself. I never thought I can get ready like this so fast. It usually take me... I had to get ready at nighttime just to make sure.
Maybe you are a little slow.
I usually prepare myself at night.
He irons everything. He even irons his workout clothes.
Oh yeah,
and mine. Okay.
Work out fresh. You're gonna look fresh in the gym. So let's do it. We fresh.
So pivot. Learn how to pivot and watch who's in your ear. So y'all listen. Here's what we want you to do. We want you to make sure that you are subscribing to our channel, to this channel. This is my sweet man that's on my podcast with me all the time now, and I am loving it. I hope we gross y'all out. Don't be hating. celebrating. Don't be hating. Celebrating, right?
Yes.
We are hope to let you know that God is never finished. So make sure that you go subscribe.
Don't just follow you on your IG, TikTok. You can, but subscribe.
Yes.
That's where you get the whole everything of me, because you don't know what I'm not gonna say everything I can say on your
You got to
IG.
keep watching.
I can't say everything on your TikTok.
Our Insta stories are really funny too.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all, you can follow me all over social media as Real Talk Kim. My website is Real Talk Kim. Make sure you're getting my brand new book, Unstuck. Make sure y'all go get it. I need to sell tons this week. I need your support. Make sure that you're going to realtalkkim.com, get in one of my master classes, become a part of my one-on-one coaching. I will get your butt all the way unstuck for real. Or get in my inner circle, RTK Inner Circle. We love you so much. If you're in Atlanta, come see us at Limitless Church, 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. We would love for you to be our guest every Sunday, 10 and 11:30. I love you, and I love you.
Love you too.
See y'all next week.
Yay Networks.